Brittany King here from Alysia Designs. I'm here today with my lovely husband, Ryan King, who is KingSpeaks YouTube channel. He does film reviews. We just watched the Oscars, and yes, I wore this for the whole broadcast. What are we gonna do? We're gonna discuss the winners, the losers, sometimes surprises that happened.
The upsets.
The upsets. There was only a couple. I thought it did pretty well. They touched a lot more than I thought about the controversy that had been going around. I thought they would just kind of like tiptoe around it more than.
But no.
No, they really went all out on that.
And by they, we should say Chris Rock.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny. His entire platform for the night was based around all that.
But I think it is something that they needed to discuss.
Well, I mean, in the end, he's a comedian. So they're going to be using humor, and whether that humor lands or not, because a couple parts really didn't, but that's what it's going to be. And it's the Oscars, right? You don't want to get too preachy about certain things. Well, let's start with what the award show started with, which actually really impressed me. As a writer, I'm glad that they started with the writing categories. That I don't think that's happened before.
That has never happened.
No, it usually starts with
the supporting actress, doesn't it?
Yeah, supporting.
And I always thought that was really weird because it's like right off the bat we get an acting award. So I kind of like the switch up.
Yeah, I'm fine with it. So with the original screenplay, I predicted that Ex Machina was going to win. I don't know if I was fanboying about it too much because I really, really, really liked that movie. It was really well written. Spotlight took the award for it, which hey, I get it. It's an important movie, so. No real upset about them getting it. Just on fanboy side of it, I was a little not disappointed, but that I predicted wrong.
I loved Alicia Vikander's dress. A lot of people were comparing it to Belle from Beauty and the Beast. It was the first one we really saw on the red carpet, so it was the first one that everybody was like, "Oh wow!" So it was Louis Vuitton. It had a nice bubble hem, so it had that nice fullness at the bottom, a nice high-low. Really bright color. Yellow is rarely ever seen on the red carpet. Because it sort of clashes, you know, you got the red carpet and then the yellow.
Best supporting actress, Alicia
Vikander.
Yeah, I predicted her. I thought that in terms of, this was the more, I think, even leveled in terms of nominations was the supporting actress category. But I went with her because, one, she really seemed to be the, when you go online, who is it, like audience favorite, voter favorite? She's really seemed to be that. But in terms of subject matter of each of these movies, I think that the role that she played was probably the most intense. You know.
I really liked The Revenant. I wish it would have won Best Picture, but
yeah, Revenant didn't win. That was probably one of the bigger. I don't like saying upsets because hey, Spotlight is an important movie too.
Yeah.
I think it was just one of the more really rooted for ones. I predicted it myself because I knew that Inarritu was either going to get director or best picture or both. So the fact that he got one doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to get best picture too. So that's fine. And that brings us to best actress. We'll do now. Brie Larson. I predicted her from the get-go. She has definitely been the the greyhound running the race for sure. It would have been a big surprise if she didn't get it. So
her and Jacob were so cute.
Yeah, that kid. Keep an eye on that kid.
Their chemistry was really good. You can tell they became really close. I mean, they did work so closely in that movie that
literally.
Yeah. And her dress, of course, was on my list as well because electric blue looked amazing on her. She did her hair really nice. Really. There's lots of simple, like hardly any updos going on. Her dress was Gucci and had those nice flounces that were all kind of crumpled and very, very elegant. I really liked it with the sheerness around the neckline. So, yeah, one of my favorites.
Okay, so that brings us to the final one, which is Best Actor, and I kept this for last on purpose because...
Oh, so happy!
It's been a long time coming. Still, personally, I don't think this is his strongest performance that he's ever done. But yeah. I was just waiting, kind of with bated breath. Maybe I was actually holding my breath because if he didn't get it, I was just waiting for the internet to explode.
And him and Kate got to reunite on the red carpet, and
Was it on the carpet somewhere?
Get a little emotional.
Yeah.
And he won and did
Yeah.
his speech, so she looked really happy for him. And
Are there any that kind of stood out for you that didn't win any Oscars, that were there, presenters or whatever?
one I noticed that was presenting that I really liked. One of the, I think she was right after Alicia Vikander that came on the red carpet, was Daisy Ridley, which she's quite the newcomer, and she's kind of making waves on the red carpet this season. So she was wearing Chanel, and it was sort of like this retro style dress that was, you know, the column very, very slim fitting and looked very hard to walk in. It's definitely a standing dress only, I would call it.
I noticed when she was leaving the stage.
Yeah,
It was,
it looked very uncomfortable because it was ankle length, but it had the little sheer peplums, and so it was really nice. And I saw a lot of this kind of mermaid, scaly, glittery kind of theme going on with some of the dresses. Like Saoirse Ronan was wearing a really nice emerald that really stunned people.
Yes.
Like the cutouts on that in the back, my God, it was really nice. It was
Yeah.
by Calvin Klein, I believe.
I liked her 2 different earrings.
Yes, mismatched earrings, which apparently is an Irish thing.
Yeah, she was really trying to
So
you
she
know,
had the emerald isle on her
her
side.
homeland.
Yeah, the green was just fabulous on her. So that's definitely one of my favorites of the week.
Yeah.
Is her dress.
Cool.
Yeah. Seeing Sam Smith win kind of took me by surprise for sure.
Yeah, it's kind of
Especially
weird.
getting it after Lady Gaga. She was the last to perform hers, and hers brought me to tears, and pretty much everyone else in the whole auditorium.
And then she doesn't
And of
win
course,
for
Brie
it.
Larson is hugging people, every one of the survivors as they go off stage. So
Yeah.
it was really emotional. Some people are saying that it was really dramatic, but I thought it was really nice, and it brought me to tears. So Lady Gaga's been one of my favorites for this year at least. She's always had really kind of outrageous style choices
Yes.
that she's very well known for, but
Yes.
lately she's been really toned down, being really more elegant, and I really liked hers. She has her Brandon Alexander doing all her, you know, public appearance outfits that he's obviously amazing. He's truly an artist with these dresses that he creates for her. He knows her really well in her body, and that white dress with the pantsuit, that just looked really comfortable,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
It had the sculpted bodice, and it looked very, very nice on her, and she's getting really elegant, just ever evolving. Like she's like David Bowie was, so you know, just always constantly changing and keeping things fresh. And I think nowadays that's really needed in this industry
Yeah.
that she's in. It's so tough, so keeping things interesting, and I really liked her dress. It was-
Interesting.
Oh yeah, speaking of Lady Gaga, and of course it was white, so that was another big thing I saw. Lots of white dresses. One that I really liked that some people might not really like, Olivia Wilde's white Valentino dress, you know, the low cut, but I liked how it sort of like draped over the shoulders. It was sort of like a cape. It left you wondering how it was held up. Lots of tape, probably. Probably
Yeah.
lots of tape. Because it was very revealing. But it was tasteful. It wasn't like...
Yeah, I don't.
I would wear that.
I've seen way weirder.
And I like
so.
interesting dresses. I think like a lot of the other white ones were very bridal. It's hard to look not bridal when you're wearing white on the red carpet. And Lady
Yeah.
Gaga did the same with hers and kept it interesting. And so did Olivia Wilde, and she just looked amazing. And the choker was really nice, so good choice there for hers. Cate Blanchett.
Mhm.
Her dress was pretty amazing. Did you like it?
Yeah.
It was by Armani, so I think she's worn him before. But it was a nice color on her, you know, that pale sea foam. It had the nice feathered flowers all over, and I liked the larger shoulder, so it was very asymmetrical that way, like it was unbalanced. And she's so statuesque and tall, so it really worked, and I'm sure it's going to be one of the best dresses it is for me. So Charlize Theron, who's always, you know, on the best dress lists, and she just squeaked in there right at the end, near the beginning of the show.
Yeah.
So her dress was really nice as well. Charlize was wearing Dior, and it was a lovely red trumpet number, and it had those 2 thin straps that tied at the back, and really low V neckline again, and she paired it with that really nice necklace. I want that.
Okay.
So that dress was pretty amazing. Very last person who barely even was seen on the red carpet. I don't think she was even interviewed. I didn't see any interviews of her when we watched the red carpet broadcast, which was Jennifer Lawrence, and she's always, right up there making awkward interviews and being her normally sweet, charming self.
Yeah.
It's a nice lacy nude black number, so it's nude on top, the lacy bit. So very lingerie inspired, which is a big trend this year. Also Dior, so Dior is a big showstopper this award show. Well, those were my top favorites that I saw on the red carpet this Oscars, this Academy Awards. It was quite the show. Ryan liked it, and if you want to check out his channel, it's KingSpeaks, and I will leave a link in the description so you can head on over there and check out some of his movie reviews and his gaming stuff. If you also like this video, give us a like, and maybe we'll come up with some more topics to discuss together. So, thanks for watching, and
Thanks, guys.
see you next time.